I have a problem with buying central defenders. I must have bought about 15 central defenders in the last 3 seasons. January's over, transfer business is done, we've got some new faces. Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust, and it is the 3rd of February, and if you are enjoying these videos and you haven't subscribed, go and hit the subscribe button. It's nice and simple. It's free as well. I don't think YouTube are ever going to charge for it because it seems a bit pointless to charge for it. Also, if you're enjoying, hit the like button too. Let's get on with the episode. Let's see who we brought into the club. First up, we have signed ourselves a 23-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper who's very, very good. He's cost us not a single penny because he got released from Santos, and he's a backup. Davies Mwepu basically started throwing his toys out of the pram because he wants to play first-team football, which is kind of fair enough because I did say he would be getting it. João Felipe actually doesn't mind sitting on the bench. Felipe's in. I think we've got a good player here. Central defender number 1, Yavi Barasoain, maybe. He has signed from Basel in his native Switzerland. He was out of contract at the end of the season. I've picked him up now and then immediately loaned him out to a different club. He has cost us 17.75k. Absolute pennies for Barasoain. Barasoain, sure, we'll go with that. I think he's good. He's only 19, still got plenty of time ahead of him. That's centre-back number 1 of 3. The only player to join us who isn't a central defender or a goalkeeper is Toma Rozenkovic, maybe. He is a 22-year-old Israeli attacking midfielder in a similar sort of position to Andrezinho, which kind of has me worried a little bit. Rozenkovic, I think, is very, very good. He's cost not a lot of money, I think 250k. He was out of contract at the end of the season, I think, which I think actually Israel's season might have just ended very recently, so we picked him up at the end of his deal. I think he's good. He's also got 16 free kicks, which means we might not be having a Costa taking our free kicks as Rozenkovic is on the pitch. Central defender number 2 is Michael Gasberg. He is technically an inverted wing-back. He's not. He's a centre-back. He's 6'1". He's got 17 tackling. He can't cross very well. He's a centre-back, isn't he? He has signed from... Where did we get him from? Copenhagen, in obviously his native Denmark. He has cost us £850,000. He's alright. I think he's pretty decent. 2.5-star current ability, which I think is probably a little bit less if we actually put him as the position that we do play. I think he's alright. He's not amazing. He's not spectacular, but he's going to basically be one of those players who we play when we need him to play. He's not going to be the first name on the team sheet. And finally, for way too much money, when you consider what else we've just seen, we've signed Henry Akakem, who is a Nigerian central defender signed from Enyimba, who are a very good side in Africa. If you want to sign decent young African footballers, Enyimba is one of them to get those Nigerian youngsters. He's cost us £1.6 million, which is too much. It's definitely too much money, but my scouts were adamant that I should be signing him, so I thought, let's do it. We've got the money. I mean, if you look, we have £77 million to spend in our transfer budget, and January's closed. So, yeah, I'm not planning on spending money. I don't want to throw money at the problem being us not winning the league every year. I don't want to do that. So yeah, we're kind of spending it wisely at the moment. Obviously, players have left the club as well. Nobody really important. The only thing that has happened is Nguyen Trong Dat has returned from his loan spell in, I think, Dallas, I think is where he was. He's now gone out on loan to Granada. A few other players going out on loan to various places. Boots Carrot, one of the big ones, going to Lazio. A couple of players also going on loan to Maja de Honda, who are our feeder club in Spain, second division in Spain. Akakem is one of them, Ubani is another. And then a couple of players leaving. The big one, in terms of money, is this guy. And I don't think he's that good. I mean, he's fast. He's fast, and that's kind of it. I might have made a mistake here. He's been on our youth team for a couple of years. He's never made it into the first team because basically he's not Bakayoko or Faye. So he's not going to be good enough for us, is he? I hope he isn't. He's gone to Ghent. Genk, that one. I'll never get it right. I will never get that right. It's Genk or Ghent. It's one of the two. And yes, we are into February already. We have played a fair amount of football. I can't even remember where we ended up. But basically, we haven't lost a game. If we go into January, we've played a Croaky Cup semi-final and managed to get ourselves to the Croaky Cup final, which is going to be against Genk, which is way down on the 24th of April, which is going to be like it's sandwiched in the championship group when we hopefully eventually get into that. You can see, though, victories all around, really. Still top of the table, 60 points. 8 points clear of second place Genk, 23 games to play. Not a lot of football left, Bakayoko hasn't really been scoring as many as we'd like. He's also been on international duty, which hasn't helped. I mean, he's got 3. He's got 3 goals, which is not ideal, is it? He's not scored many since November. We're now in February. We need him back. Right then, match number 1 of the episode. It will be Club Brugge away from home. It's not a must-win game, but if we can get a victory here, we are going to look very, very good for becoming champions. It's going to be Acosta in goal, Luis, Solomon, Seo and Gonzalez as our back 4. It's going to be Radakovic and La Rosa in the middle, Montero and San Nino on the wings, Georgiev and Faye up front. Faye obviously is playing because of international duty for Bakayoko. We're also missing Frankie Dogbowl. We have missed a few other players on international duty, but I think they might have all returned now. So, yeah, it's the usual squad, really. We've also got Comlan Diallo back. I've recalled him from his loan spell because he wasn't playing for Cercle Bruges, so maybe he'll get some games for us. Last episode, if I remember correctly, we lost 2 games in a row, didn't we? So, this episode, I want 2 wins in a row. 2 wins in a row, Club Brugge, and I think OHL might be the second game of the episode. We're good enough to do it. I know we're good enough to do it. We've beaten literally everyone in the league at some point over the last, 4 or 5 seasons. Lopez with a corner, though, for Bruges. Solets there makes it 1-0, 7 minutes on the clock. Maybe we're not going to be beating Bruges this time around. 2 minutes later, and Bruges once again with another chance. Seo's got it clear, though, for us. Lopez does get there ahead of Faye. It's Nkomo down the left to Ketelere with a bit of space. Crosses it in low. Desmet's there. It's 2-0. We are barely 10 minutes on the clock. And Club Brugge are making us look like children. Another chance. Morcillo. Jose Luis has tackled eventually. Radakovic just about keeps that in play. I thought that was going to trickle off for a corner. So, Radakovic to Elio Malarosa. On the right is Didier Montero. He's not been particularly hot since basically January. Montero's running with it from right to left. He's going to keep going. Left-hand side is backwards. Fair enough. He's gone back to La Rosa. He's invited Jose Luis forward on the right into the area, and Luis's effort for a right back wasn't very good. It's over the bar. Looking at match ratings, Luis is on a 6.2. San Nino's on a 6.2 as well. Faye and George have 6.4s and 6.5s. They're not doing too hot. Again, I think last time we played Bruges, it was a fairly uneventful game. This, again, looks like a fairly uneventful game. Half-time it is 2-0 to Bruges. People are frustrated. Thrash arms, I'm far from pleased. It did motivate a number of people. San Nino, he's motivated. Do we even risk it going a little bit further? Thrash arms, I'm furious with your performance. He's still motivated. Let's leave it at that for now. But San Nino is the first name on the sheet to get substituted, I guess, in the second half. Let's give him a demand more, see whether that does anything. Looking at the faces, most people are doing all right. It's only Gonzalez who's struggling. Throw from Ketelere, outside the area. Lopez on the half volley makes it 3-0. Chance out of absolutely nothing there. Georgiev with a free kick for us. I'm about to do some subs, and that is the story of our day, isn't it? That is the story of our day. Straight into the hands of the keeper. San Nino again playing awful. Piazza's going to come on. Mohamed Faye's coming off. Comlan Diallo's going to come on. Montero as well isn't doing so hot. We've got no right wingers. We need Patino back. Patino's out injured at the moment. Ayala for Jose Luis. That's all of our subs. 61 minutes on the clock. Eulogio with this ball. Kicks it long. So obviously we still haven't done our subs just yet. It's over a few players. Solomon gets it forward. Montero heads down to Radakovic. La Rosa. Hopefully there's a goal in this. If we can get 3-1, there's a glimmer of hope. Gonzalez down the left. Through ball to Georgiev in the penalty area. Try and cross it in, buddy. Cross it in, buddy. Don't shoot, you greedy sod. The ball is cleared. And now, don't be a counter-attack chance. Adley on the right-hand side does keep it in play as well. He's got, I think, Gonzalez with him every step of the way. Adley's going to probably get his cross away. He doesn't. Gonzalez sticks a foot out. Let's do our subs. And let's not see the throw. Thanks. One of these days, we're going to beat Club Brugge. Like, every time we seem to play them at the moment, we just lose. And it's not even, like, we put up a fight. We just give up. We just completely capitulate against Club Brugge. 3 minutes to play, and it's effectively game over right now. Richard Gonzalez does have the ball. Since the subs, literally nothing has happened. Georgiev can't get there. Solet gets it clear. Finds Badgie. Back to Lopez, who I think is on a hat-trick now. Jolson down the left. He's got some company. Montero is that company. Oliveira. Montero followed him. Goes back to Oliveira, though, who has loads and loads of space because Montero didn't keep too much of an eye on him. Solomon with a tackle. Desmet plays it way, way too far behind Lopez. De Ketelere to Lopez once again. Forward on the right is Demont. It's going to be 4, isn't it? It's going to be 4-0. Duran with acres of space. He's hit it wide. It should have been 4. Well, lads, we are chucking that water bottle because that was an awful performance. Again. Can we just not play Club Brugge? Is that an option? Can we just not play them ever again? 7 games unbeaten comes to an abrupt end. Now, I just want to have a look. So we've actually beaten Club Brugge this season. We have beaten them once this season. We've lost to them twice. We've beaten them once, and we've also beaten their children once. Last season, how did we do? We lost 3 out of 5. We beat them in the Super Cup. What about the season before? We can't beat them. 1 time out of 4 the season before. Season before that, 1 time out of 4. Season before that, didn't beat them at all. Club Brugge, I hate you. I hate you with a passion. We never beat Club Brugge. What's going on? Like, we can beat other teams. Other teams pretty comfortably and convincingly. Club Brugge, not a chance. Oh my god. 25 times we have played Club Brugge. They have beaten us 15 times. 5 draws and 5 wins for us. 15 defeats. We need to learn how to actually beat them. So the most recent... I mean, we do beat them. We do beat them occasionally. But it's so few and far between. Like, I mean, this is insane. Can we never play Club Brugge again? Right, let's try and win a game on camera. It's attempt number 4, I guess, because we've lost the last 3. It's going to be Acosta in goal, a back four of Luis, Sio, Christensen and Jaramillo. It will be La Rosa and Radakovic in the middle, Montero and Rosinovic on the wings. It's not Rosinovic, it's Rosinkovic. I don't know whether that's pronounced right at all, but that's what we're going with. Faye and Piazza will be our strikers today. San Nino has annoyed me so much that I've dropped him completely from the squad. We have no sub-goalkeeper on the bench today because basically I asked the assistant to pick. And yeah, we also don't have a huge amount of options. Bakayoko still on international duty. We are missing the goals from Bakayoko. Georgiev is now out injured as well. He's out for 1 to 4 days, which is not good either. We don't have any strikers. Diallo also with a bit of a knock. He'll be back very soon, but he is going to be on the bench. Right, team talk time. Guys, we are teapotting. We are going to teapot. And I want to shout something like, do football. Do football. And I expect much better. Why can't I do that in a teapot? Hands in pockets? I can do it hands in pockets. Point finger. Let's go. Aggressive. Not everyone's motivated. Let's pick on you guys. Let's try and get some motivation. I have faith. I want to see a good performance. It did one of them. I guess that's all we can do. OHL are not a bad side. They're a reasonable side. We are a better side. We've had an early chance. Christensen heads over from Rosinkovic, who, by the way, is not a left winger at all, but that's where we're playing him because, basically, I didn't want to play San Nino and we have to play Piazza up front. Montero has gone down on the edge of the box. Is that... We're not getting VAR. Fair enough. La Rosa to Radakovic. I'm not sure why we've got this pinky orange ball that we're playing with at the moment. Radakovic again gets it from Sio back to the South Korean and Brazilian. Radakovic loves passing it to Sio, apparently. Radakovic through ball. Montero's in on goal, and Montero just puts a hole in the back of the net with that one. He hit that far too hard. He didn't need to do that. It's 1-0, though. Jaramillo's picked up an early injury, which is not good. Why are we getting so many injuries at the moment? They're also saying that Radakovic should be coming off because he's picked up an injury as well. Throw for Luis to take. Didier Montero back to La Rosa into the penalty area. La Rosa goes for a weird chipped effort, maybe. It's gone over the bar. Still 1-0, half an hour played. Acosta's goal kick. Sio now with this. Right-hand side is Luis if he wants to use him. Nope, goes back to Acosta instead. Mauro Acosta, who, by the way, completely ignored this. He scored another free kick. I completely ignored this fact. He scored another free kick. La Rosa collects now. Inside the OHL half. Montero, 2 off to his left-hand side. Maybe 3. Rosinkovic is at the back post. La Rosa again. Luis, make that run. It's gone to Radakovic instead. Radakovic kicks it straight in. Lovely 1-2 there with the OHL player. Faye gets past his man. Go on, buddy. Mohamed Faye into the opposite corner. His 5th goal of the season. Faye, when he's been needed, has not been stepping up, has he? I would have expected him to be on double figures by now. He's got 5. Patino with the free kick for OHL. That's not our Patino, obviously. Our Patino still out injured. Gets that ball back inside his penalty area. He's gone towards the right-hand side for us. Sio with a slide tackle. That was dodgy, CO. We've got it, though. Christensen, Jaramillo with an injury, back to Christensen. Left-hand side is Rosenkovic, who is not going to be comfortable playing on that left wing because he's not left-footed. Fay down the left-hand side. Stops. Plays it back. Radakovic, good ball. Jaramillo collects. The Ecuadorian. Can he get his cross away? He's done a little flick to Radakovic. Cross it in, buddy. Jaramillo again. Cross it. Somebody. Cross it. Anybody? Nope, we've kicked it straight into Flores. We've still got a chance, though. Jaramillo's lost out. We've just smashed it. Fay's in on goal. Fay's put it in. Fay was offside. Bad news elsewhere. Club Brugge have just taken the lead against KVK, which means they are closing the gap a little bit, although I think KVK might have just equalised. Fay's cross in. Piazza's there at the back post. Piazza makes it 3-0 just before half-time. His 4th goal of the season. His 50th league goal of his career. I imagine most of them might have been for us. KVK have equalised. So soon after Bruges took the lead, KVK pulled one back. So we are starting, maybe, to extend our lead once again at the top of the table. It is, 5, 6, 7, 8 points ahead of Bruges. If Genk win their game, though, that will drop down to a number. De Smet's taken the lead as well for Club Brugge, which means the gap is now 6 points. If also Genk win, it will go to 5 points because they can get 3 points. That's how numbers work. 68 minutes. First highlight of the second half. Montero's gone down. It's a second yellow card by the looks of it for Sharon. Is it a second yellow? It is a second yellow. We've got a free kick in a very good location that we don't get to see. Fair enough. 2 injuries. 2. Antoi's going to come on. We're also going to do Richard Gonzalez playing on the right wing, who he's getting good there, isn't he? 2.5 star as a left back. Well, I say as a left back, as a right winger for somebody who's naturally a left back. He's getting ridiculous because he's finally getting some game time for us. This is the first season, really, that he's played. He played half a season at LAFC, but he's getting really good. So, final 20 minutes of the game. We've obviously got one more change that we could do. Rosenkovic could be the man to be being replaced. He's on a 6-5, which I think is harsh. He's out of position with 3-0 up. He must be... Imagine if we were losing this game. He'd be on like a 4 at this point. Nothing's happened since the subs. Club Brugge have just embarrassed KVK as well, 4-1. We are still top of the table. We've won a game on camera, which is good to see, but we can't beat Bruges, ever. Jaramillo's out for 1 to 2 days. Montero is also injured, but I don't think it's a bad one. 3 players are actually going to get some pay increases. Montero's out for 1 to 3 days as well, with a tight groin. So, we are top of the Jupiler Pro League, currently at 6 points clear of Club Brugge. Genk will be playing their game tomorrow against Lommel, who are down in 14th. So, Genk are going to win that game. They'll go 58 points. We're still top, but it's a very close between Bruges and Genk. Ghent might be a little bit too far away now. Next episode's going to be interesting, isn't it? We might have 3 matches in one episode, because we have Milan, we have Genk, we have Milan. We probably have to do all of them, don't we? We probably have to do every single one of those games. Also, this Genk match, kind of a precursor to what could happen in the Croaky Cup final. 3 matches in the next episode. We're probably going to lose 2 of them. Right, can we never play Club Brugge ever again? Because we can't beat them. We just know we can't beat them. They're always going to beat us, but as long as we beat everyone else in the league, shouldn't be a problem. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell to get notified in your subscription feeds and all that fun YouTubey stuff. Comments down in the comment section below. AC Milan up next, and a little bit of Genk in the middle. It's going to be difficult. I'll see you next time.